Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel CNC for TDM. Today in this video you will come to know what is tolerance and what are limits. Okay, so here this is dimensional tolerance. Dimensional tolerance is tolerance on the dimensions. First thing is, what is tolerance? Tolerance is permissible variation on specified dimension. That how much variation is acceptable, how much is permissible on the size of a object, that is called tolerance. So here, if you see here, there are two types of tolerance, unilateral and bilateral. Unilateral means when size is given here, this is basic size is say 40 mm. 40 mm is the basic size. And on this basic size, unilateral means on the same side. Both tolerances, both limits are on the same, because these two limits are there, lower limit and upper limit. Basic size is 40 and upper limit is 39.95 here and lower limit is 39.9. So that means unilateral, it is on the lower side. Both the limits are on the lower side. And here, what is the tolerance? Tolerance is 39.95 minus 39.9. So tolerance is only 0.05. Say it is 0.05 only. So this is our tolerance. Upper limit and lower limit. Upper limit minus lower limit is equal to tolerance. But basic size is 40. So this is called unilateral tolerance. Now what is bilateral? Bilateral means when it is on the both sides. Say size, basic size is 40 and plus 0.05 and minus 0.05. That means the limits, what are the limits now? Limit is 40.05 upper limit and lower limit will be 39.95. So because you can go up to 40.05 and in the minus side you can go up to 39.95. So tolerance here is 0.1 mm. 0.1. Why 0.1? Because 0.05 upper side and 0.05 lower side. If you add both these, the total tolerance will be 0.1 mm. So this type of tolerance is called bilateral here. This is unilateral and this is bilateral. Okay. So if you see here in this example, here this is the case of unilateral tolerance. This is unilateral. Upper limit is 40.1, 40.10. This is your basic size is 40 mm. Same. Zero line means this is basic size. On the basic size, two limits are there, 40.05 and 40.1. So, and this is our tolerance. What is tolerance? 40.1 minus 40.05. So how much is the tolerance? Tolerance is 0.05 only. So, but this is unilateral because both are on the upper side. For on the 40 size, both limits are upper side. One is 40.05, other is 40.1. So difference of these is 0.05 mm. So this 0.05 mm is our tolerance. And this is unilateral. One other case of unilateral is there. Here both are on the minus side. This. Say this is 39.95 here. If I say this is 39.5 and this is 39.9. So this is also tolerance is 0.05 mm only. But both limits are on the lower side from the basic size. So this is also case of unilateral tolerance because both are on the same side. Okay. So similarly, here also if you see, this is also case of unilateral tolerance here. Why? Because one size is at zero line. This is tolerance zone. This is basically called tolerance zone. It has lines. This is tolerance zone. So one size is 40 only, other is 40.05. So both are considered on the positive side, 0 and plus 0.05. So this is case of unilateral tolerance. And this case is also unilateral tolerance. How it is unilateral? Because one size is 40.00 and other size is 39.95, say. Say this size is 39.95. So it is on the minus side. 0 and minus. Both limits are there. One limit is 40.00, other limit is 39.95. So here also it is case of unilateral tolerance. This is also unilateral, this is also unilateral, this is also unilateral, and this is also unilateral. I think it may be clear to you. And next thing is bilateral. What is bilateral? Bilateral is from the zero line, this tolerance zone, it is on the lower side also and it is on the upper side also. Say this may be size 40.05 here, upper side 40.05, lower side say 39.95. Because and this is tolerance zone and this is the case of 40 plus minus 0.05, say. So in plus side also tolerance is there, in minus side also tolerance is there, and total tolerance will be 0.1 mm because 40.05 minus 39.95. So this tolerance is 0.1, but this type of tolerance is called bilateral. When both sides, you can go both side, minus side and plus side, that will be bilateral tolerance. So, and one more thing is there. These are basically limits. This is lower limit 40.05 and this is upper limit 40.15. Similarly, in this case, say this is 39.95. This is upper limit because this size is bigger here. This is upper limit and this is lower limit. Say if it is 39.9 and this is 39.95. So this is upper limit and this is lower limit of the size. So these are the called limits. And in this also, these limits, one limit is 40.05 upper side, other limit is 39.95, and upper minus lower is the tolerance, and this area is called tolerance zone, and this is zero line is our basic size. Okay, so this way we can say this is the systematic representation of tolerances. How to represent the tolerances? What is bilateral and what is unilateral? And one more thing is there, deviation. What is deviation? Deviation is deviation is difference between the limit of size and the corresponding basic size. Say deviation means if this, say if I will take the case of here unilateral tolerance 40.05 and 40.1. Here what is deviation? There are two deviations. One is 40.05, other is 40.1. So this is called lower deviation. Lower deviation means basic from the basic size, which is near to the basic size, where the tolerance zone starts. So that size is deviation, and that is called lower deviation. This is lower deviation, and 40.05 is lower deviation, and 40.1 is upper deviation. This is called upper deviation. Okay, this is lower deviation and this is upper deviation. And one is fundamental deviation. What is fundamental deviation? Fundamental deviation is where tolerance zone starts, which deviation is very near to the basic size. That deviation is called fundamental deviation. So in this case, what is fundamental deviation? Fundamental deviation is 0.05 because size is 40 plus 0.05 plus 0.1. So this 0.05, this deviation, this is called lower deviation also, and this is fundamental deviation also. This is fundamental deviation. So here, if you see, which is near to the tolerance, which near to the basic size, so that is called fundamental deviation. So here in this case, if you see here, one is deviation is 0, other is minus 0.5, because 40 size and this is 39.95. So this is here fundamental deviation is 0, because this is very near to the basic size. So here fundamental deviation is 0, and here also fundamental deviation is 0. One is 40.00, other size is 40.05. So here fundamental deviation is also 0, like this. So this way we can say here what is the fundamental deviation. Fundamental deviation is that deviation which is near to the basic size. So this way we can define this tolerance zone. What is tolerance zone? What is bilateral tolerance? What is unilateral tolerance? And this way I think it is clear to you. These are the limits: upper limit, lower limit, basic size, and this is bilateral: 40 plus 0.05, 40 minus 0.05. So this way these are all we can define all the tolerances. Okay, thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Meet you soon in next video for further. This was dimensional tolerance. Then we will meet for geometrical tolerances again. Thank you.